want to show you the plugins that help working with files embedded in the text area in Moodle. First, let's look at Moodle 2.4 and above. Here I will show you the repository plugin Embedded Files and TinyMCE plugin Manage Embedded Files. I have already prepared the text with some embedded images. In Moodle, when you insert a link, image or media, you can not only specify the URL but actually upload the file. The file will be stored in a special file area attached to the text editor. In the text area you can link to this file several times. Repository embedded files makes it easier to link to the embedded file again. So I insert a link, open file picker, but instead of uploading a file, I select embedded files repository. Here I can see the list of all files that are already embedded in this text area. So I select the file that I have already uploaded and insert a link to it. I can do the same with the images. Note that here the text file is not displayed because file picker will only show image files. So I select the file and insert a link to it. Now let's look at managing the file. The TinyMCE plugin will create a little button, Manage Embedded Files. By clicking it, you can see all the files that are used in the text area and do any actions with them you would do in a file manager. For example, I found a better picture of the elephant. I upload the file, override the existing, close the window, all elephants are updated. Now let's remove the text. I removed the links to the embedded files, but the embedded files are still attached. They might not worry you at all until you're surprised over the size of the backup file. So you open the Manage Files again, and it even will find those files that are unused. So you can delete them. Okay, now you change your mind and undo the action. The text is back, but the files are not. The images are displayed because they are cached in the browser. But when you refresh them, you can see that the file is not there anymore. I open the Manage Files and I can see the files are missing. Well, it's easy to see that files are missing when they're images, but when they are used in the links, you may not notice it. So I just drag and drop files in this area, refresh, no more files missing, all work looks good. So that's about it for these two plugins. Sorry. Now let's go to Moodle 2.3. The TinyMCE plugin type was not yet available in Moodle. Instead of repository embedded files, I will use repository embedded files plus. It looks very similar. Let's remove the text. Repository looks very similar except for this little button Manage. When I click on it, I can remove the files that I know that are unused. Unfortunately, it will not find those files for me, and also it won't refresh for me. I have to do it myself. In Moodle 2.2, the same repository area files, embedded files plus, will do exactly the same, except that it looks a little different because file picker looks different in 2.2. So I again delete the files that I know that are unused. Size of the file array is reduced. Now, it obviously doesn't make any sense to enable both repositories, embedded files and embedded files plus, at the same site. So you choose the one that you need. Also, in embedded files plus, there is a separate capability for the managing the files, so you can give it only to the experienced users if you wish. That's all for now. Thank you very much. It was presented to you by Marina Glancy.